All right, today in Study Ball, we're going to take a look at OBJ, and he has been a great addition to this Rams offense. A lot of questions coming in on who he was and what he was capable of, and he just almost seems to have just integrated seamlessly into what they're trying to do offensively. And today we're going to take a look at how they like to use him, and I think this is a big key on why he's had success, is they don't overcomplicate it. Figure out what his strengths are. They love to put him on the backside in the one-on-one situations, very similar to a guy like Jamarr Chase for the Cincinnati Bengals, but they found where his skill set really helps this offense, and the fact that when he gets one-on-one back there, man, he can win on any and every route, even though they don't necessarily ask him to do a whole bunch. So let's take a look at the tape. Okay, so you'll find him oftentimes on the outside. Okay, they like to use him on the outside. They'll mix him into the inside here and there, but really where he's good is when you can get him soloed up back here, one-on-one. He is tough to stop, and you'll see it. Matthew Stafford feels comfortable with it, just as Jimmy Burrow. Sorry. Okay. So you'll see OBJ down here on the outside. They love to use him on the outside more than the inside, but allows Cooper Kupp, who's a great inside receiver, to get the matchups that they want. And OBJ, to me, is at his best when he's one-on-one on a corner, and he just gets to run his route and use his speed and athleticism. Very much like Joe Burrow and Jamarr Chase, when Matthew Stafford gets OBJ one-on-one on the backside, he feels very comfortable just going and taking it to him. So you'll see this a lot, especially early in games. They love to come out and get the ball to OBJ. And so here, we just got corner off. We're just going to run a hitch or a stop route. Boom, ball's out of our hands. Threaten with that speed. You don't want to come up and press OBJ because he's got the ability to get behind you. So you'll see that quite often. Here we go again on the outside. Okay, it starts with hitches. It starts with stops. It starts with comebacks. On the outside, one-on-one. There it is. We're going to work here, looking to get the seam. Safety comes over. Boom. One-on-one. OBJ so good at the getting out of his breaks, get guys running, hit the deep comeback on the outside. Where's he at? He's up top on the outside. Cooper Kupp on the inside trying to run choice routes. You'll see this, right? Everybody has their attention on Cooper Kupp. So we're going to drop down and we're going to double Cooper Kupp. No problem. I got a guy that can win one-on-one on the outside. Just look at this timing. Eyes backside, feet on the boundary. Great timing by Matthew Stafford. Boom, great catch. Sets him up inside the 5-yard line, but I can get that double team on the inside, no problem, because it's going to free up one of my two best receivers. So you'll see OBJ and Cooper Kupp on the same side a lot for that sole purpose. Who do you want to double? When I played Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden, we put them on the same side, and it's like, okay, you can't double both of them. You're not putting 4 guys over there, so it would give us an advantage one way or another. The Rams will do that same sort of thing. Okay, next thing that they like to do with them, so I said outside, hitches, stops, comebacks, okay? And then they like to work him inside and specifically on in routes, 12 to 14 yards, skinny posts. They love to work him on the inside when he's not one-on-one all the way outside. So you see it right here. Once again, we can put Cooper Kupp right here. You guys want to clamp on him, boom. We'll come up over the top. So instead of going with the secondary route outside, we're going to go inside. Great throw, good catch. And OBJ works the middle of the field really, really well. Here we go again. Now he's solo on the bottom. We're going to come out. We're going to run a little bit of a choice route here to Cooper Kupp again. Now it's on the opposite side. They're going to clamp there. They're going to come down and double. Boom. What's that mean? That means I'm one-on-one on the backside. Good job by Matthew Stafford to see the double team step up. And another nice catch on the in by OBJ. He's been really, really good at catching contested balls. Him and Cooper Kupp, guys can be draped all over him. Both of them are confidently catching the football. And Matthew Stafford can trust those guys when he throws it into tight spaces that they're going to come up with the catch. Here we go. Okay, we saw earlier in the week the tight end screens off of this. Jet motion, play action. They threw the tight end screen. Here we're going to have jet motion, play action, and we're going to run the skinny post back to this side. So we're going to tie everything together. Boom, play action. There it is, working back to the inside. We got everybody running over here, all the attention over there. Then we get guys to fill with the run fake. Now we're going to wrap OBJ back around, get him in the middle of the field, and allow him to make his big plays and eat up space. Go again, Cooper Kupp. Jet motion, play action. Where are we going? Going back to the inside. On those quick in routes, skinny post, you see the contested catch right there. Great coverage on the back end, but strong hands really showing up once again. We've seen that with OBJ so many times, but really seems like he's feeling confident, okay? Here's a changeup, okay? Put him on the inside. Great speed, gives us the ability to do some things down the field when he's on the inside. Here, we're just going to run a rub for him on third down. We're going to try to get these guys going here to see if we can rub his guy, because what we know is we get the ball to him in space. Boom, he's got the ability to turn on the jets and make big plays for us. So they've kept the route tree pretty simple on the outside with him, but every once in a while they'll change it up to try to get him the football. Okay, where he's really been dynamic for them is down here in the red zone, because you're going to be playing press man quite often down in the red zone, and he's got such great quickness, and he really has patience down here in the red zone too. The tighter you get to the end zone, closer you get to the end zone, the more patient you have to be as a wide receiver, because the quarterback's got to get the ball, get set, and get the ball up. If you're too quick, ball doesn't have to travel very far, and so oftentimes we give the defense the ability to recover. So here's OBJ down on the bottom. Just want you to pay attention to his route. He's just going to run a fade route right here. See it? Look at the patience. Okay, so I'm coming off. I'm hesitating like I'm going to go back inside. Look at this. Matthew Stafford's already thrown the football before OBJ takes off. Now it gives him a chance to go up high and make it, but he's got the advantage now because the defense is holding until the ball's in the air. Now I can adjust to it. Great job going up and getting the football. They'll use him down here, okay, against the Cardinals in the playoff game. Same thing. Watch the patience. Set up, hesitate, ball's out of his hands. Boom, now go up and get it. Pull it away from the defender. Really well done. Catch it, pull it away. Let's see if we can get it on the tight copy here. Show you young receivers. We always say this when you get down to the red zone. You don't have to bring it in. You don't have to bring it in, okay? It's extended away from his body. He grabs it. All he's doing is turning and pulling it away from the defender so the defender can't get it. Nice job tapping his toes. Another touchdown. Okay, we don't do a lot down here in one-on-one situations, but we've seen it. Here he is, up on top again. One-on-one situations, we've seen this. Set up, run the fade. Now he's going to set up. Everybody thinking fade. Now he comes back on a slant, and really well done. He's a really good route runner and some shifty things. So you'll see in pushes up, and then he comes flat. Okay, so this guy's got to be ready for the fade and play soft. So instead of taking a little bit higher angle here and running into the defender and allow the defender to close the space there, he does a great job of coming flat, coming underneath the defender so the defender has no chance, and now I protect the football. Really well done there by OBJ. Okay, now I wanted to show this because here's the interesting thing as I went back and watched all the OBJ catches this year. I've shown you all the stuff, the underneath stuff, the ends, the comebacks, the stops, really, really good with all that stuff. But they haven't really hit him on any deep routes yet. You know, we've known him to be the big playmaker, the guy that can get down the field. We know he's still got great speed, but they haven't really hit him on any big routes. Will the Super Bowl be the time that they hit him on a deep route? And oftentimes as they've tried to hit these deep routes, it's turned into interceptions for Matthew Stafford. Now here, you know, I don't really know. They're trying to run a double move here, and obviously not a real good decision by Matthew Stafford here. We got three guys chasing him where we got a guy underneath. But I think at times they've tried to force the big play to OBJ to really get him going because they know what he's capable of. And you see Matthew Stafford throws this up, turns into an interception right here. You still see the speed. OBJ runs by two of these guys, but trying to force the deep play lead to an interception. Here's one, the end of the regular season. Late, we're trying to get a go route, right? And the defender just turns and bails and just tries to get out of there. And so another one where instead of trying to force the deep route, just throws it up. Now this turns into an interception. They just haven't connected on these deep routes. So I'm interested to see in the Super Bowl, do they take some more shots down the field or do they stay to what has been working for them up to this point? And that's more that underneath stuff, that second level stuff, 20 yards and under. Or do they try to take some shots? And are they able to create an opportunity for them? Because they haven't created many of those big shot opportunities for OBJ. Most of his touchdowns have come in the tight red zone, not any of those long touchdowns. Then I just wanted to show this just as a reminder, okay? OBJ is good at a lot of different things. He can catch and run. We know he can go deep, even though I just said they haven't completed those. And then he's a great route runner with his quickness. But we've seen him throw a couple passes. We've seen some change-ups with him. The old Philly special in the Super Bowl. Don't be surprised if they do something with OBJ because he's such a great athlete. Right here, we're going to run the double pass. Throw it back to him, clear out here. Running back is going to peel that way because we'll show the wide receiver screen quite often. Now we're throwing the wide receiver screen, and OBJ is going to plant and make the big throw back to the other side to Cam Akers for the big completion. Don't be surprised if they do a little change up with OBJ. So there's a look at how the Rams like to use OBJ and why he's been almost seamless in this offense is because they've stayed with really simple routes and say, hey, we know OBJ is better than the guy across from him. When he gets man-to-man, he can run all those routes on the outside where he gets you going because you still see him as a deep threat. Even though they haven't hit it, they will run go routes with him, but all that go and stop type stuff, hitches, stops, comebacks, he's so good at that because he's so quick at coming out of his breaks. Then they'll change it up with those in routes, wrapping him to the inside where he can use that same vertical push and then boom, explode away from you. That's where they've really made their money with OBJ, coupled with in the red zone, getting him soloed up out there. We'll run fades, we'll run slants, we're going to keep it simple, but we know we're going to play to what he does well. And then as I said there at the end, don't be surprised if they do something. A little reverse with OBJ, a double pass with OBJ, a little Philly special because he's talented like that and can do a lot of different things. I'll see him in warmups. He always finishes up his warm-up by spinning the ball and kicking, a 30-yard field goal through the goalposts. The guy is unbelievably talented, so don't be surprised if they have a little change up, a little surprise for the Cincinnati Bengals with OBJ in the Super Bowl.